Well, we are at 103, 105. So it is 8:15. It is Friday, June 7th. And so I just wanted to say happy Friday. Happy National Donut Day. I hope you guys got out and went to go get something for you. And I don't really have anything to add since yesterday because we haven't done anything. And no one was answering the phones today, so I was just outside. So if you guys have anything for me, I'll tell you our um, our fundraiser is up to $200,834.08. So we are just $50,000 away from meeting our $250,000 fundraiser benchmark. So we are getting close. Hello, Angela from Mississippi. And that's really the only other news I had. We are regrouping to figure out what we will be doing next week. We're planning more homework assignments. Those of you in New York will have more homework assignments than those that are not in New York. But I'm assuming we might be able to have the New Yorkers adopt the non-New Yorkers. Hello, Donna from Beaufort. Hello, Beverly. So do you guys have any questions for me? Because there's really not much on my side to add from yesterday. We are still in a waiting pattern with all of the cases. The mayor still has not filed the appeal yet, but he has until about the 27th of June to do so. So I'm assuming he's probably just going to keep us on pins and needles until the end. And we still have not heard about court dates for the first and second case. I know I've been so busy, I haven't even done more videos. Not even to like smack around Michael Mulgrew. Remember, if you are a retired UFT, you better get those ballots in because they're due next week. I haven't heard from Bennett or Bobby, so I'm assuming that they're busy. So the email campaign phase is kind of over because the bill is dead, but I left it open. If you still want to spread love, you spread some love. What can I tell you? I'll eventually close it. And I think I did a pretty good job in like the last 6 weeks, you know. No, Kathleen, I don't think the mayor will ever see the light. I don't know. No news on Scott Stringer. But, you know, if he's like the rest of the politicians, they're thinking that the unions are not lying and they think that they're telling the truth. Okay, so there's a few of you in here that were not here from yesterday. So our bill was going into the next level of committee. It needed to go into finance and ways and means. And at the 11th hour, when our bill was on the 5-yard line, some of the unions, because we had unions supporting us. Almost all the uniformed unions supported us. Almost all of them. And some of this, and we did have some DC 37 unions support us, but there are a few, and you will learn about this, I believe, next week. Like I said yesterday, you will know who has your back and you will know who doesn't. You will also know which of the electeds supported us and which ones did not. We're trying to do a map to show you who did and who didn't, and if they're in your district, they're going to be in your district, back in their districts now, because the session is over. Our bill cannot come back until January. No, Judy, OSA did not support us. wrote a message today, but don't know if I did it correctly. Elizabeth, if you private message me, I will probably get to my messages tonight or tomorrow. I'm just really tired. But let me know what you need and then PM me with your phone number and I'll call you. Bowman wasn't interested because he's facing a primary. So I think one of the things that we have to do is we have to educate the electeds that they shouldn't be afraid of the unions. They really should be concerned about the largest voting bloc, which is retirees. Ellen says, I got an email forwarded to me from a former colleague who received it from Unity spreading lies about you, that you want to insert yourself into the UFT and you're against the UFT. No, actually send that to me, Ellen. PM me. I'll send you my email if you don't have it, or send it to the org and ask to send it to me. So the UFT Unity put up a post on their Facebook page that said, I am a union grifter, Trojan horse trying to infiltrate the union. I mean, it is ridiculous. The thing is look, Michael Mulgrew is a man who has the size, ego the size of Texas. And he's not going to admit that he did something wrong because he sold off all the unions, active unions in service and retirees so that he can secure raises for his teachers in 2014. Now, we would never deny people raises, right? But we do not believe that they should be on the backs of any other union or any retiree. Also, privatizing Medicare was the wrong way to go. So I'm not looking to infiltrate his union. I'm not a UFT person. My mother was UFT, and he should be respectful of the work that we do. Too bad his brain isn't as big as his ego. I know, Camille. But look, they have to try to discredit me and this organization and the work that they're doing so that the in-service workers don't look at him and go, what did you do? You sold us off. You sold off our retirees. What are you talking about? So he's not going to admit that he did something wrong. He can't. And so it's easier to try to direct everyone's attention to us or me rather than on him. And so I know for a fact that in-service teachers are a little disgruntled with him. I'm hearing this all the time. I get messages, private messages from in-service teachers telling us all the time that they are not happy with how their union is run and that they disagree that Unity is attacking me and Migda, the Paris, retiree advocate, Bennett, all of these people. You have to understand something. If someone is going to attack you, it's because they can't attack the issue, right? Because then we can have a healthy debate on the issue. Right, David, Mulgrew has never been supportive. So clearly, what do we have on our side? We have 10 judges. We have 2 different courts so far. We have 9 court decisions and 2 unanimous appeals court decisions. They have nothing. As my grandmother would say, "Izado un gats." They got nothing. So in order for him to not be looked at put under scrutiny, he has to keep saying, she's bad. This is her fault. So I see it. It doesn't bother me. I mean, it's ugly. But if anyone's paying attention, anyone's paying attention in the unity realm, they'll learn that their union is lying to them. So this isn't in the council, James. This was in the state, but Camila said that when we had the council bill, she said that she supported us, but she didn't do anything about it. So I'm more of an action person. You could tell me that you support me, but if you don't show me that you support me, I don't believe you do. Yes, deflect, deflect, deflect. That's perfect, Ellen. You get it. Encouraging finding. When calling these anti-union leaders, the last 2 days. I had quite an eye-opener. I left a good number of voicemails, but made sure I knew they were fully on the retiree side. These are actives. I kept it short because there are spies. But let's just say, Marianne, you lots of supporters within those offices. No kidding. Well, that's pretty cool. I cannot be anti-union. I am union. And see, that's the problem is they don't want us to share what we know because the more we talk, the more our numbers grow. The more the actives start paying attention. If they attack you, they don't have the receipts to back it up. Mildew lives in snapshots and sound bites. Yes, he does. Yeah. Lillian, Ellen gets it. Absolutely. You all get it. You absolutely know. He's a fifth grade trick of a bully. Look at them, then you won't look at me. I know. It's his emails bother me, liar. I know, Ann. It is. I actually get emails from in-service from many different unions saying that what was done to us is ugly and they're watching. I wish more were watching, but 3 years ago, 2 years ago, we didn't have this. Yeah, I think Mulgrew is afraid of me because at least at this point, honestly, I did that video last week or 2 weeks ago saying we really need to sit down because he wasn't answering my emails, but he's not going to call. And, you know, I'm okay with that. It is unfortunately, they're just not comfortable with someone calling out their lies. And we do it really quite often. I don't know. You're going to see a side of them really soon. I assume Mulgrew has a red sports car to compensate, middle-aged, insecure man. Well, I do have a little red sports car, but I almost don't get to drive it because I'm so busy. I took it out today, though. Lillian, I got an email that was forwarded to me by a former colleague's husband. Won't say her name here. It was spreading lies about Marianne. So the other thing was, yeah, I know it's part of. So the Unity Caucus is the caucus of Mulgrew, and that they were trying to smear me and this organization and our work. Many of the actives working in these these unions leaders support you. I know. Laura, I tell you, we're gonna have to talk to me over the weekend and fill me in. But I will tell you that there are union members in several unions that have sent me a DM, making me promise not to say who they are, but that there are many people in the active unions that recognize their union leaders lied to them. And this time around, it's important to note, we had a lot of unions that supported our legislation, and we're going to acknowledge that soon. I just need a little time. But I want you to know that there were unions that supported what we did, okay? Do they not realize the courts have decided for us for a reason? Oh, they're saying the courts erred. It was bad lawyering. The judge made a mistake. Nine times. 10 judges, 2 courts. Hi, Carol from Staten Island. AAA cannot confirm receipt of ballots. That's interesting. The active know what's going on. I hope so, Joanne. I really do. Invite Michael Mulgrew over for your brajol. I'm sure he will show up. I heard he has a house in Georgia. I need to vet that one. I'm hoping he's not a neighbor or nothing. Many of these unions are kingdoms propped up by their political prisoners, fed by nepotism, favoritism. It's a shame, and I'm 50+ year member that was proud, but no more. You know, Bill, the unions that we were raised in, the unions that we built, those unions mostly aren't around anymore. And I'm writing another article on Newsbreak, and I've been trying to write a weekly column. What's frustrating is that we know what they did. And we know that every union leader, as they were outgoing, told the incoming union leader, never touch retiree benefits, never negotiate away benefits, never open the door to renegotiate benefits for current retirees. And there was a reason. Because unions do not represent retirees, and we are vulnerable in that if you open that door, you open it forever, which is why we've been trying to keep that door shut. Unfortunately, Michael Mulgrew and Henry Garrido and Harry Nespoli and many of the MLC locals that didn't know their union history allowed that to happen. Last night with one of our fellow colleagues, we were looking through cases and learned again, or reinforced what we already knew, that unions do not represent retirees. They don't. And we found some really good cases on it, and we're going to keep educating them. And we're going to educate everyone around them. And we're going to educate the public. And we're going to educate the other unions and the in-service workers. And this is why they needed to protect us and not ever sell off a retiree benefit. They created a them versus us. They did that. We didn't do that. Randy Weingarten never told Mulgrew that she was terrible for retirees. Well, yeah, I agree with you, Peter. You know, I'm not saying that. Good evening from East Chester, Douglas. But the UFT's website, their announcement on losing the last appeal had the nerve to say the UFT wasn't party to the suit. So the UFT isn't a party to the suit, but the MLC filed an amicus, which wasn't acknowledged by the court. And we all saw his attorney, the MLC attorney, is also the UFT attorney. He sat right behind the right behind the city attorney and was slipping him notes and whispering in his ear. I mean, you saw that. I know I did. I was in that room. Didn't you see it? Al Shaker's rolling in his grave after everything that the unions fought for. This is a crime. Yes, it is, Ellen. And yes, Randy did sell you down the river too. Some union retirees get a stipend every time they get a new contract. Why can't we? Well, Charmaine, what you get is called a COLA, cost of living adjustment, and that is between 1% and 3% of the CPI on the first $18,000 of your pension. So your annual raise will never be any higher than $540. Aloha. So that's really all I got. You have anything else for me? Because then I'm going to say, if you didn't go get your donut, go get one. And I'm going to go have dinner at 8:35. Anything. All right. Well, enjoy your weekend. Hello, Sheila from Boynton. Enjoy your weekend. Go have some fun. Stay off your computer. Thank you for all your generous donations. We're at just over $200,000. We're $50,000 from our meeting our goal. Yes, Laura, I will have dinner and go to bed. Yes, Mom. I will have a restful weekend. Thank you very much. You guys have a restful weekend. I will see you on Monday. Thank you to all of the moderators. Thank you for being patient for the new moderators in training. And I will see you Monday. Have a great weekend, guys. I love you. Hang in there. We had a long week. Ciao.